Hello guys, Bricks Empire here, rebuilding that empire one brick at a time. Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we've got something a little bit different. We have meme Lego sets. So this is box art that has been created. It's kind of a little bit memes on previous points that have happened in the films or the series. We're just going to go through some of them, see if any are likely ones that Lego could ever make. If they did make them, that's what they'd look like. Because obviously Lego like to just make money at the moment. So if Lego were going to make one of these sets, it's going to be a free gift with purchase. Which set do you think would be the most likely to be made? What was your favorite set? Which one would you just love to be made? And if you could improve on that set, what would you do to improve it? As always, just leave a comment in that box. And then let's get straight into them then. First up, we have Catch Me If You Can, which is obviously from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Very plain and simple, basically. 3 minifigures and a load of wood or brown pieces for a tree, which would be 177 pieces. I'm sure Lego would somehow make that out to be 177 pieces. And if they were going to create something like this, it would definitely be like this. I mean, it's not one of the funny ones, but it's definitely one you'd think Lego could definitely make. Obviously, you've got little Princess Leia, and then you've got two of the villains that are trying to catch her. Basically, there's not much else to it. So yeah, not one of my favourite ones personally. Not much going on, but yeah, you could definitely think this is something that Lego would make. Next up, we actually have one that I actually think is quite cool. Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader from, again, the Obi-Wan TV series. And then this one has Darth Vader with the crack down his helmet. At 1,072 pieces, I'd imagine that's going to be a lot of grey rock. So, yeah, you could definitely tell Lego would want to milk this one very much. But actually, this is definitely one that I would actually love to see. I actually still find it interesting that Lego haven't made this Darth Vader yet and put it into a premium set, because that would sell, I think, like crazy. That Vader, I mean, in the Black Series figures, that Vader is very sought after. So again, I think in Lego, this one would be very sought after. But again, if they were going to release it, you could definitely imagine they were going to milk them pieces out of this, like a lot of scenery. But again, this is definitely one that I do like, and I actually think it's quite cool. And it'd be very cool to get an exclusive figure like that. Next up, we're kind of moving into a bit more of the funnier memes. We have the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, which is obviously from Revenge of the Sith, when Palpatine is talking to Anakin, and he says, "Have you heard the story?" So this one, again, you could definitely tell, and obviously this one's got a little bit more of comedic effect to it, where you got Darth Plagueis there in his pajamas with a little teddy bear. You can definitely tell that he sleeps with a teddy bear. Obviously, we've just seen a little snippet of our first live-action Darth Plagueis in Acolyte. We're not going to go into Acolyte and the online hate and love for it. We're just going to leave it at that. But again, do you know what? This is another set. Obviously, without the comedic thing to it, it's actually quite a cool little set. And also you got a little bit of Swole Jar Jar in the background there, and Darth Jar Jar. Obviously, following on from the meme of everyone says Jar Jar was a dark side. That's why he brought the downfall of the Republic. But again, this is quite another cool one. It's quite an interesting one. But it does have a character that I would like to see again in the future at some points. Now, this one is a funny one. I quite like this one. Obviously, it's following on with all the helmet series. You got Count Dooku without his head. To be honest, I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more kind of actual people heads. And obviously we have the big Darth Maul bust. But if you could imagine, if they did ever bring out an actual Count Dooku bust, people would probably just remove the head from it. But yeah, this one is quite funny, and I did quite enjoy this one. Obviously, not too much to say about this one. It is what it is. You've got Count Dooku. I mean, the pieces on the 693 is actually probably a realistic amount of pieces. Well, for an actual full head. So I'm pretty sure if they did do it, they would again milk it out a little bit. But it goes very well, that one. Almost looks like a little bit like Darth Vader's kind of top, like bust, like his shoulders there. And next we have Luke's Blue Milk Farm, obviously following on from Luke's love of blue milk, obviously shown in The Last Jedi, and obviously briefly New Hope, you see them drinking blue milk. He's got quite a bit of a gang there. He started up his own little kind of lemonade stand there. Quite a funny little meme. Again, 5,471 pieces. You'd be hoping you get that Star Destroyer in the background. Otherwise, that is going to be a lot of blue milk. You even got a little Greebo there. Greebo. Little baby Yoda. Grogu. That's what I was meant to say. And Darth Vader queuing up some cows. Obviously, cows don't kind of give the blue milk, so those funny ones in The Last Jedi. But anyway, we'll let that one slide. So yeah, obviously a nice little meme on Luke's love for blue milk. Quite an interesting little set there that someone's created. You even got a little Watto there as well. But yeah, that's quite a fun one as well. And then next up, we have the Fight for the Swole. I don't actually know where this comes from. I know obviously Kylo takes his top off, and obviously quite a big guy anyway. But I don't really know where Swole Jar Jar comes from. I might have to actually look into that one. But again, 772 pieces. Wouldn't know where they would be coming from. But they also have the Kylo Ren lightsaber, 2 of them each. And yeah, it's just a battle of the swole. And in the picture there, Jar Jar is sporting a real bodybuilder's body there. So that is definitely a real interesting look. And they have the Hulk's pants on as well. They've gone into full Hulk mode and grown and become swole. And those 772 pieces, I'm guessing, is what's making them swole as fuck. And next up, we have a little bit of a play on from the Book of Boba Fett with the return of the Sith, and it's Rebo as a Sith with a blue lightsaber, sporting a bit of a Darth Vader-esque like outfits without the helmets. You've got Jabba in there, Greedo, Boba, and the Mandalorian. 552 pieces. That must be making up a big old Jabba the Hutt. Obviously, we've not had a Jabba for a while. Excuse me, I've got had a bit of a cold. But obviously, we do have the rumored sail barge coming back out again, so we are going to get a new Jabba the Hutt. Rebo with an Inquisitor lightsaber, but with blue blades. It's actually quite cool look, to be honest. You don't really see, obviously, dark users with light blades. But again, you never know why you can't say that. But again, yeah, not too much to it. You've even got a little Grogu. Personally, not one of my favourite sets out of it. Yeah, it's not a huge, funny or good looking kind of effort on this one, I don't think. Now, I did enjoy this one. R2-D2 Strikes Back. Obviously, this comes from Revenge of the Sith, when R2 obviously spits oil on the battle droids and then sets them alight. But in this one has a little bit of a twist. R2 has suddenly spouted arms and legs and also can hold a dual-bladed lightsaber. I mean, yeah, why not? In this meme universe, let's go full hog. Let's make R2 now human-ish and give him a lightsaber. At 322 pieces, there's going to be a lot of destruction on the battle droids. Again, the picture art on there, I'm trying to think of whose body they've kind of used. It looks like a bit of Vader, a bit in white. Quite a funny little kind of take on it. I mean, that would be quite a fun little set, wouldn't it, to see an R2 in kind of human form. But yeah, this one was actually pretty good. I quite enjoyed that one. Now this one was made me laugh, but also was a bit oof. Obviously, this is got quite a long name, Master Skywalker. There are too many of them. What are we going to do? Obviously, again from Revenge of the Sith, when Anakin kills all the younglings. Obviously, this is also given a rated R, 18+ on the box. At 1,818 pieces, that must be a lot of dismembered limbs in this box. And also they've given Anakin quite the comical kind of face. But yeah, obviously everyone knows this as a very dark point in the film, but also quite a comedic thing where the kid obviously says that line. It's kind of lived in for me, to be honest. But again, it's quite a funny little set, isn't it? Um, who doesn't want a set with murdering, sorry about that, younglings? And obviously, well, Disney have now just done Deadpool and Wolverine, 18 sets. Not, it's not impossible. But again, an interesting kind of meme that someone's created there. Again, quite like that one. And we've got another swole one again here. This is obviously the fight for the gig. Obviously, you've got the band members from Return of the Jedi. So it's quite an interesting one. You've got a swole Rebo with again the kind of Yava Rebo in his kind of, I guess it's the Inquisitor outfit, really, isn't it? It's not Darth Vader's outfit. And then I can't remember what the other ones are actually called. That's my bad. But again, this one's quite cool. Again, the swole ones, they're interesting, but not like funny. But yeah, Rebo against the band members, and there's also two Rebos. An interesting take. I wouldn't say it's the funniest one out of them all. So yeah, we're just going to move on from this one. And this one was also made me laugh. Obviously, this comes from Attack of the Clones, with Anakin's famous line of "I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere." And you kind of have like a sand monster, like Sandman kind of thing, coming out of the ground and fighting Anakin. And then on the box art as well, you've kind of got that picture of his face. The nice little meme picture of him not liking the sand, with sand all around him kind of buried. And with 507 pieces, that's a lot of sand. And then you'll see you got Rebo, obviously in the background, just because. This one did make me laugh, and again, you could definitely see as like a comical set. Something like this, the Star Wars could definitely make. Lego could definitely make. Again, this is a good one. Picking a good part of the film lines to make a meme out of. And we have another swole one, but we have Monster Yoda, obviously from Empire Strikes Back, when Luke is doing his training. I'm guessing Yoda has gone swole because he's fed up of Luke's little moaniness about not being able to do everything and how hard it is, and he's kind of just gone in full bitch mode and just wants to beat the crap out of him. At 459 pieces, you obviously have little Yoda's hut there in the background. He's obviously taken R2's leg off already. Obviously, this is where you'd wanted human-like R2, where he has his own lightsaber and he could have helped Luke fight. I wonder what's going to be the ending of this one. I have a feeling that Yoda is going to smash, and Luke is going to be in a lot of trouble. Again, this one did make me laugh. But again, the swole ones, they're alright. They're not always the funniest. And this one's quite relevant now, and also was quite a funny one. Obviously, Jar Jar is the key to all of this. Obviously, talking about Jar Jar making that decision to give Palpatine emergency powers and being tricked into it. And obviously, everyone being that he was a Dark Lord, and we have Darth Jar Jar, and obviously now we have the Black Falcon coming out, which has a Darth Jar Jar in it in the alternate universe. And obviously, then we have a Mace Windu. It would be funny if Mace actually had his hand missing in this one. If we're going to do an alternate universe, we could always do that he survived, so he has a missing hand. And then you've got Jar Jar, a little micro kind of Sith infiltrator. This one, again, this one could very easily be done. I mean, they've obviously done Darth Jar Jar. You could always do in the alternate kind of rebuilding the galaxy. Mace Windu surviving without a hand and fighting Darth Jar Jar. And I actually do think this would be quite a cool little set. Obviously, we now have a Darth Jar Jar coming out, so it wouldn't be a unique set. More of the Mace would be. But, you know what? As a cheap little set, this could be quite a fun set, to be honest. And this one, very simple. Slaughtered Rebel Fleet Troopers. And we also know this one is from Rogue One, when Vader goes full badass mode. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it would be interesting if they ever did bring out minifigs with, like, slash marks in them, but obviously it's a bit dark. But yeah, again, this one's quite a funny little take on it. Very simple. Just some Rebel Fleet Troopers that have all been killed. Not too much to say about this one, to be honest. But you could definitely see Disney wanting to milk something like that, couldn't you? A nice little base plate in the background and a load of troopers. all dead. Not much more to say about it. Again, another little harsh one. Obviously, this is barbecue at the Lars homestead. Obviously, in reference to his uncle and aunt being killed, and you see in there burned skeletons, which is actually quite dark. I felt like for A New Hope, and him returning his speeder. I mean, to be honest, again, you could see this being a set, but then obviously you could see it being a set, obviously, with the two dark skeletons or burnt out skeletons. It was quite funny. You've got the homestead, you've got the speeder, you've got a Luke, and then you've got the two skeletons, and then you've got a load of smoke coming out. So again, this one was pretty good. You don't really see too many good plays in some of the films, so this one was definitely a good one. Again, another very simple one from A New Hope. This one again, dead Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obviously, where he lets Vader kill him, and he's just left with a cloak and his lightsaber. I mean, you definitely could see Lego milk in this one. You can see it definitely come out for like £20. Yeah, it did make me laugh. This was actually a really good one, and obviously it even shows you in the little corner there that you get the minifig of a cape and the lightsaber. Obviously, talking about dead Jedi, do we think we're going to see Ghost Jedi finally yet, especially in the rumored Ewok village? Now, I don't know why Lego have never done a Ghost Force Jedi. We've seen so many minifigs in the span of since 1999. But we've not seen that figure yet. I mean, we've seen very limited figures on some of them, like Jabba and obviously Slave Princess Leia. But this is definitely one I think that Disney are missing out on, and I really do hope they add it in the Ewok village. Let me know your thoughts. Now, this one was quite a funny one as well. Obviously from The Mandalorian. I can't remember which season or episode this one is from. But obviously, this is in reference to when a part of the crew was visible on the episode, which they missed out and left in the edits. Obviously, you're always going to get some kind of mistake in TV series. Obviously, you've got Game of Thrones with the coffee cup being left in the scene. Again, obviously, 327 pieces. You definitely see Lego milk in this one. Bit of scenery, and then just a very basic minifig to stand there. It'd be quite a fun one, to be honest. You could always do it as like a mini little poly bag, couldn't you? But yeah, this was a good one. Better than obviously the last one we saw. A bit more effort into this one. Another kind of little funny one, taking on some more. There's quite a few like New Hope, it seems like. Obviously, here we have Alderaan in pieces, where it's just been destroyed. Now, I would have liked, in the meme for this, someone to add some minifigs. You could have had like a Bail Organa, Tarkin, and Princess Leia. That would have made it, I think, a little bit more funnier. And also putting like a piece count here, like a UCS. They've also got the UCS logo on there, so obviously it'd be a big set. But yeah, this would definitely be a funny set, wouldn't it? Just Alderaan in pieces. Very, very lazy, like Lego can be sometimes. But I would definitely like to see some minifigs on the work box art on that. That would have been a little bit more funny, especially about Organa after he's just been destroyed. Yeah, this one, not too bad. And this one, making a bit of a play on the old 20th anniversary set with a Jango Fett after his battle with Mace Windu. And then you also get a extra figure, the 20th anniversary figure without the head. So yeah, you can get two Jangos, one with his head, but also which you put off, and then one without his head. And I would like in there as well to have a nice little Mace Windu with it as well. That'd have been quite cool. But again, this one was very funny. Obviously, Jango meets his demise in Attack of the Clones. Mace Windu just obviously showing him lightsabers are far superior to blasters. And obviously, it didn't help that his jetpack got destroyed. But even if he had his jetpack, I'm pretty sure Mace Windu would have easily defeated him. This one was quite funny, and I like the box art as well with the little figure on there without his head. That was quite a good one. And carrying on with some of the slaughtering theme, we have the slaughtered sand people, with the famous quote of not just the men, but the women and children too, from Attack of the Clones, when Anakin obviously goes to find his mother. She dies in his arms, and then the path to the dark side really does start for him when he just absolutely slaughters everyone. Again, I feel like a little minifig of Anakin in this. Maybe put a little smile on his face just to make it a little bit more sadistic. Yeah, again, sand people just mutilated. That again, this one, a funny one, good play on the words. A quote from a film, so that one I did enjoy as well. That was a good one. Good effort on that one. And here we have another one from Revenge of the Sith. Obviously, this is where Palpatine has asked Anakin to sit on the council on his behalf. We have a nice little empty chair there. And obviously, this is where the council obviously not very happy that he's meddling in their affairs, which they obviously allow him to sit on the council. But just to put that little dig into the side, they don't grant him the rank of master. And obviously, no one has ever sat on the council and not been given the rank of master. And obviously, it puts a nice little bit there for a non-master Anakin. So yeah, that's again another little push for him down the dark side. Again, it's quite funny. This one, you get some nice little minifigs. You get some little council chairs. And obviously, they've done the council chairs into the versions that they are in the film, to be honest. And it has a nice little age range of 8 to 66. I'm guessing that's a nice little reference to Order 66. Yeah, this one was quite good. Nice maximum effort. Nice little references in there. I did enjoy this one. Again, more of the death. Obviously, in Star Wars, there is a lot of death. Another UCS set here, obviously, where many Boffins died getting these plans. So, as a UCS set, that's going to be a lot of skeletons. Yeah, a lot of people died. I'm guessing this is kind of in reference to Rogue One when they all get killed on the planet when they're trying to get the plans. I've now just forgotten what the planet is called. Yeah, it's simple skeletons, mini Boffins. We all know what they're referencing to. Not the funniest, but alrighty done. And last but not least, following from even the last one actually, Rogue One, the destruction of Jedha. Again, we've got some skeleton minifigs and then just loads of tan pieces because obviously Jedha is mainly sand. A bit like the Alderaan one. Again, you see it as just a destroyed bit of rolls. And this one actually has piece counts on it and it's 7,332. Why not? If you're going to make an Alderaan one, let's make a Jedha one. Again, 16 plus. A lot of pieces. I don't think it's going to be that hard for a younger person to make. But, why not? Let's do this one. So that's all of the meme Lego sets that we're going to look at today. I'll let you know what my favourite one is. So my favourite and probably most likely that could ever be made into like a free gift with purchase with Lego is definitely the Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader fight. I just would love to see a Darth Vader with his broken helmet. That would definitely be a great set to make. And if they were going to do it for free and it would be like a fun little set with a few little pieces, you could definitely see it being done. And it'd be really cool. I mean, if they offer this as a free set on purchases of Lego Star Wars up to a certain, like £80, I bet you sales would go through the roof. Lego, if you're listening and you decide to ever do this, just remember, thank me. But yeah, this is definitely my favourite one, and I'd love to see this be made. Let me know which you would love to see in the comments, and if there's any tweaks or anything to a set that you think would make it even better. Leave your comments. And if you enjoy this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Again, thank you for watching, guys.